has something to say. And this is about the importance of everything being in moderation. For those of you that may know a little bit more about me or has observed me a little bit longer, I'm a very, whether it's in real life or not, I'm a very independent person. I'm very careful not to be mentally socialized where I'm just jumping on the bandwagon because everybody else do it. But we are human, so it happens. Have I fallen victim of that and have it put in my face by God Himself? Yeah, I have. But I'm very careful to try to maintain at least some form of independence so I can think independently because it's very easy to get caught up in the wave and just go with it. You know what I mean? But in today's day, a little bit of socialism was good. So I was sitting out here earlier this morning. I had stuff I had to do, starting to working on it, starting to get geared up to do it. But then I was just a little bit, and I hate the word overwhelmed, but I realized I have stuff out front that I need to do. I have stuff out not only out back I need to do. I don't remember what it was that brought me out front, but I had to do something out front, and I was just like, wow. I'll check out your YouTube when I get a chance. Rias and Akina. Let me see if I can screenshot it so I don't forget. But good or bad, I appreciate the mention because it means, hey, I exist. Somebody saw me, so I exist, and I really appreciate that. So yeah, cool. I'm gonna check it out when I get a chance. I'm gonna have to go back and look at the screenshots. I don't know when I'm gonna have time, but I will eventually. So about socialism and about everything being in moderation, and about the importance of socialism and independence and not being too far on either end. NDRE had a song that talked about going back to the middle. My father told me when I was younger, you know, nobody operates in all black and white. It's in the gray area. So, as I was saying, today I was out, had some things I had to do to get prepared for. And as I was starting to do that, for some reason, oh, I know what happened. I was sitting here, I was working on something, and as you can overhear, they got kids over there that don't mind their business. But as you can see, it's easy to overhear things. So I'm sitting here. Usually, it's pretty quiet, right? And so I heard like a male's voice, but it sounded really, really close, like it was like in front of my thing, but it wasn't. And the male's voice was saying something. I think he was talking to the girl that lives next door, but I didn't hear anything prior to that, right? And I think he was working on their yard or something like that. But all I heard, and it scared me, all I heard was, "Oh, where are you from?" And it scared me because I swear to God, it sounded like it was right here. So I immediately stopped what I was doing and I ran in the house to go look at the camera to see what was what. And it was some guy that was over there cleaning their yard, which I'm surprised because the people that own that place, they don't do anything to it. And so I haven't really been keeping up with mine, to be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? The front is saying, the back is like, yo, what's up? As y'all can see. But just to keep it short and to the point for those of you that got to tune out, but the importance of socialism is this. If I hadn't overheard that conversation, if it hadn't scared me, it wasn't a conversation, it was one way he was trying to talk to her. It scared me because I was like, who was out in front of my door? It's on the YouTube shorts. Okay. I'll check it out when I get a chance. But I need to get this out. Like what's that song? It's hard out there for a fan. Push it out. I gotta push it out. I gotta get this out so I can relax. Because I think it's very important as a part of self actualization that you speak your piece. You say what you have to say. And I'm tired and I have to take a shower and I have a meeting in like an hour and 15 minutes. And I plan to take a break for at least 15. The shower's gonna take me 20, 30, and then I gotta get dressed. So but I need to get this out. So independence versus socialism and the importance of moderation, and how socialism, and me being a majority, a primarily independent person, how socialism affected me in a positive way today. And excuse me, you guys, it was hot, so I know this is not attractive. It's not about being attractive. It's about getting shit done, okay? That's what it's about. Because if I don't get it done, it ain't gonna get got done. All right. But so sitting here, like I said, I overheard a male's voice. Didn't hear any female response or any type of response, so it scared me. So I jumped up in the house, looked at the cameras, and I was like, okay, some dude cleaning this person's yard. He's probably trying to holler at this chick. This chick ain't really got too much to say back. That's why it's silent. Or she's just private and don't want nobody to hear whatever they got to say back, whatever the case may be. So I'm like, okay, I'm safe, but I'm still, got my eye on stuff. So I'm like, all right, fine. had this comforter out here that I've been trying to wash for the past couple of weeks. I washed it one day. My dryer's not big enough for the damn comforter, so I had to hang it out on the gate. And then it rained for like 3 days after that, and so it was soaking wet, and I had to just store it away. So I went out to try to quote unquote wash it again today because it's beautiful. Yesterday I could have done it, but I had so much going on. But so I did that, and when I went outside, I said, okay, it's just some little boy trying to talk to the girl next door doing the yard. And God works for me in mysterious ways. I'm glad that I came out because who knows, people are trifling. Riz, you're trifling. So I'm gonna block you. I'm gonna go see what you have to say. I'm gonna screenshot it, record it, whatever I need to do. Then I'm gonna block you. Because anybody that goes there like that, and we'll talk about those things in a minute. Socialism, things being in moderation, and again, interruptions and staying focused. So whereas this video started out with just being about keeping everything in moderation, the importance of being an individual, and also the importance of having socialism or some social impact on you as well. And then we're going to talk about trolling. We're going to talk about inappropriate behavior from children. We're going to talk about inappropriate behavior from adults, because if I go back and watch the live, I'm sure I probably wasn't paying attention because I was working on some things, but I'm probably sure there were some things that the camera picked up that I wasn't paying attention to because I was focused on getting this shit done. But we're going to talk about all of that. But as a matter of fact, let me block you right now because I'm trying to get this thought out, and you're just, some people are just needing to be seen and heard, and it's okay to be seen and heard, but um, you need to do that on your own fruition. But anyhow, so moving right along. So yeah, the importance of that, of me overhearing that, was that in the midst of me doing my laundry, I wasn't doing laundry. I was just gonna wash that comforter, and maybe I was gonna do another load. But in the midst of me doing that, I realized that hey, for me to do that, I had to go out front real quick. I don't know why. What made me actually go out front? Gosh, I'm gonna get so much different interruptions, and I don't mind people speaking because that's what a live is. For people to come and say hello. But it's some things I consider trolling, whether it's intentional or not. Kevin, I don't think you're trolling, but I just had a troller. But that's the joy of life, joie de vivre. But hey, Kevin, and if it's not something that you can find out by watching my videos or watching any of my content or anything I have to say, see, or whatever you find on me on the internet, then it's none of your business. I'm not going to tell you, especially things that are personally identifiable, because I am a public person in private places with a private person in public places. So I do share things, but unless I know you personally or have any type of, or if it has any type of, if it's not any type of asset to my life, I don't just go out giving out my personal information. That's not what I do. For me, just sharing on my own fruition, that's an asset because I like being me and it feels good to be me. But anyhow, so back to the matter at hand. So the importance of that is, had I not overheard that person speaking out loud, and it didn't scare me, and I didn't go look at my camera, and I didn't see that hey, this person's doing yard work, and then I went out to see to make sure hey, ain't nothing going on in my shit that ain't supposed to be going on. I realized, yo, my shit is looking real tacky right now. You know what I mean? It was okay when I first put it up, but ever so often, you can get by with certain things, but after a while, it starts to look like real raggedy. So when I get a chance, it's not going to be immediately. I am going to get some outdoor curtains or whatever. I've been fixing it up, whatever. So I ended up going to the back. And why do people do that too? If you say something, I'm gonna stay to my topic. I need to take notes on the stuff that other people bring up. But I'll say this real quick because I saw it. If you say something, stand 10 toes down and don't say something and delete it and take it back. If you said it, you said it. You said it, you meant it. And if you think for some reason, that something might be perceived the wrong way or whatever, that's a chance that's always taken. But always stand 10 toes down in whatever you do or say. At the best, you'll learn from it. At the worst, you'll learn from it. So either way, you learn something, and that's how I feel about my life. 10 toes down. I said it. One thing that I work on, just the only thing in work environments is a little bit different, because I find myself, especially if I have respect for people or a person or entity hasn't put me in a position where I feel like, okay, these people don't deserve me. I find myself sometimes, oh, I'm sorry. No, but I'm gonna tell you about apologies, and this is getting way off topic, and I really don't have time because I gotta take a shower too. But is that in regards to apologies and sorry or taking things back, whatever it is that you did or said, you meant it. You know what I'm saying? You meant it when you did or said it. Now, there's different reasons why people may retract what they put out there. Sometimes it's because what other people's impressions may be about what's being said or put out. But the thing is, people are going to think what they think. You know, Here I am, almost 50 years old, no kids, single, unattached, never been married, and pretty happy. I'm fat. I've been through some things like life does to all of us, but I'm pretty happy. But if you had heard anyone else tell it, and I didn't hear it until my sister told me, because she's popular and she hears things that, hey, I was on drugs. Never used drugs a day in my life. Hey, that I'm a whore. No, I'm not. And there have been times that I wish I was, but I'm not. Not a whore, never have been. Been in situations where I've come in contact with people that if I were in a better lifestyle, I would have been like, yo, that's a catch. But because I was not in a good lifestyle, those people didn't have to impress me. So I see what it's all about. you know. And I made a comment on a TikTok the other day where I was recording something and somebody said something about it was an attempt to be a troll, but it's not, because through every incident, interaction that you have, you gain something positive from it. And what this person said was, oh, I bet you wish people would talk to you and do whatever now. No, I don't. Your peace and quiet, people leaving you alone is the best gift that you can have. And another thing that it made me realize as well, because someone else made a comment, because people have different impressions about what you put out. You may have one meaning about something that you display or put out, but somebody else may interpret it a totally different way because it's interpreted based on their experiences and the impressions and things that they've gone through in their life, right? And so this one girl I was talking about, and I am ugly at times, you know what I'm saying? Really, really, really ugly. And it's scary because I look and I'm like, you know. But if I worried about that, I would never post. I would never have anything to say. And it's one of those things where you're old enough where the majority of people are not going to comment on your appearance like that because, shit, you old. What the hell they going to say, But on the other hand, when you see it because you knew what you look like or what you had a potential to be, it's scary to you because you're looking like, yo. And one girl, she came and she was trying to be supportive because maybe a lot of women of color, feel down about themselves, like, oh, I don't look this way, I don't look that way. No, I don't feel that way about me at all. I know that I'm ugly because, but I can get it together. It's not a big deal. You know what I'm saying? If I wanted to portray beauty, I could. But and she was just like, stop subscribing to what other people's standard of beauty is. And I was like, whoa, 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 let me set this straight real quick. I know I'm the shit. I know I'm beautiful. Right now I'm ugly. It may not be ugly to you, or you may not want to call it ugly because you think that I look like this all the time. And it's that there's nothing better that can be getting nor gotten from what I have to offer, aesthetically. But no, I know what I look like way before that. Hey, me here. I knew what I looked like way before that. I knew that when I was 28 years old, I weighed 128 pounds. My hair was past my ass. It was nice. Everything was even. You know, I look good. So what? No glasses, no extra fat. And my mentality hadn't totally been, readjusted. But, I'm getting all that back too. So, but again, it's based on people's perception. It's just like income. Somebody may say that, hey, if you make $20 an hour, ooh, you making a lot of money. But if you're somebody that worked waitress all the time and you making under minimum wage and the people that you work for don't hardly pay you, you may think that, damn, that's rich. You know what I'm saying? You might think $15 is rich. You may think $13 is rich. But when you come to the point where you realize that all of it's a bunch of bullshit, people that make $100,000, the less you do, the more you get paid. And sometimes when you go to these jobs, especially in these days and age, it's not about what you can or cannot do. It's about how good you obey. And a lot of these companies are getting, I don't even want to talk about that, but they're getting money to observe behavior. It's not even about the job. It's about observing behavior and reporting behavior. So put that one on. But back to the matter at hand. The importance of socialism today and me overhearing, that male voice and it scaring me. And, it had nothing to do with me at all, but I heard it, so I had to go check it out. It put me in a situation where I would have just washed my comforter, went back and struggled to get other stuff that I had to do done. It put me in a state of mind where I saw that, these people yard, they don't never ever clean. Should be broken down all the time. They fucking fixing their yard. I better get my shit tight. You know what I'm saying? I mean, my furnace is okay, but and then I saw how bad really, because like I said, it's time for a change, and I'm gonna make a change when I get a chance. It's just not immediately. And then when I came to the back, I was like, okay, no problem. And then I thought about it. Had I not been outside, that little dude could have took those leaves from their side and threw it all on my side, and be like, yeah, I'm done. I'm done, Hell no. So good I was out there. And then it made me say, well, and I made this quote before about how if it was something that I saw again. TikTok has a lot of influence. I love Me Too Me here, so good for you. And I hope you love yourself as much as you claim to love me. But yeah, the woman was saying how her grandma told her, "Don't ever let your house look like it's abandoned. Take good care of your house." And I guess really in reality, even though it's not like crazy, I don't have no overstuffed mail and I don't have weeds growing in the front or nothing like that. It does kind of look abandoned. You know what I'm saying? It's time for me to get some shit together. I went to the backyard and I'm like, yo, I had started pulling up weeds like a while ago and I hadn't gotten back to it. So I finished all that today. Everything's okay today. I'll give myself an 80%. I still got to get that patio done. I still got to get that old stuff out that the lady had that they left behind. And then I'm going to get my bicycles up and running because I'm going to start riding my bike again. Hopefully, those were some good times. As I was cleaning the she shed, I found my little finger lights for the night. I used to ride with them on my fingers. I used to have a good time. So I'm going to start, getting all that stuff together and doing that. But yeah, socialism was important. Everything in moderation. It was, I Need You, Oil Live King. Okay, I don't know what you're talking about, but I'm gonna have to block you too because you, I'm not. It's not unknown that there's weird people on this channel. Which again, I apologize if you're not being weird. If you're just being you and you're just having a hard time communicating, it's okay. But right now is not the time, so I'm gonna have to put you out. Love you with the love of God. Take care. Goodbye. But anyways, yeah. So the importance of that was that had I not overheard that conversation, I wouldn't have done the whole backyard. I wouldn't have seen how tacky the front, even though it's not bad. And I'll show y'all. Maybe I shouldn't show pictures of it, but I mean, it's not real bad. But the she shed portion of it, I need to work on this part. The outside appearance of it. Like I said, it was good when I had the little original curtains up, but I don't know if people are tearing it down on purpose. I don't know what the hell is going on, but I need to do something a little bit better. Just like I was complaining about how the dogs be in the yard and the kids stop, but it really didn't solve the problem because the kids are not being watched. It's just not watched in my yard. They're being not watched somewhere else, and somebody could do something bad to them. Watch your children. But then I also realized this is something else that I learned that again has talk about, with the kids and stuff like that. Some kids are really good kids at heart. A lot of them are, but parents are not taking care of them. And they can't. The little boy was telling me to go talk to his mom. His mom don't want to talk to me. But the thing about it is that you don't know who your kids are talking to. You don't. And I'm so glad that the best thing that I've done in my world is not to have, my life is not to have children. People don't watch them. They are raising themselves. I raised myself pretty much when I think about it, but I did the basis of what my mom told me. But that's just in my spirit to be that type of person. Not everybody got the same spirit. But anyways, I am going to take my shower. The original thought that I had, I at least talked about it, was that everything in moderation. How I'm a majority independent person, individualistic person, but it's important for us also to blend into certain factors of mores. Because if I hadn't been out here, and everything happens for a reason, and it's for the greater good. If I hadn't overheard that male voice and gotten scared, I wouldn't have done my backyard. It would have been a long time because I have hella lot of other stuff to do. But trust and believe in my life, everything happens for a reason. Everything, the world unfolds exactly as it should. As a matter of fact, I'm going to close out with this poem. It's called a poem. It's contributed to Max Ehrman. I've read this a few times on my channel. It's called The Days of Dorada. Give me just a moment. Here it is, y'all. And I haven't written anything in a while, and I tried, and there's some really talented people out here, and I really suck. But I'm gonna do it just to when I feel it, just to express myself. And I did some real bad singing last night too. Here it is, Days of Dorada. Go placidly amid the noise and the haste, and remember what peace there may be in silence. As far as possible, without surrender, be on good terms with all persons. Speak your truth quietly and clearly, and listen to others, even to the dull and the ignorant. They too have their story. Avoid loud and aggressive persons. They are vexatious to the spirit. If you compare yourself with others, you may become vain or bitter. For always there will be greater and lesser persons than yourself. Enjoy your achievements as well as your plans. Keep interested in your own career, however humble. It is a real possession in the changing fortunes of time. Exercise caution in your business affairs, for the world is full of trickery. But let this not blind you to what virtue there is. Many persons strive for high ideals, and everywhere life is full of heroism. Be yourself, especially do not feign affection, neither be cynical about love, for in the face of all aridity and disenchantment, it is as perennial as the grass. Take kindly the counsel of the years, gracefully surrendering the things of youth. Nurture strength of spirit to shield you in sudden misfortune, but do not distress yourself with dark imaginings. Many fears are born of fatigue and loneliness. Beyond a wholesome discipline, be gentle with yourself. You are a child of the universe. No less than the trees and the stars, you have a right to be here. And whether or not it is clear to you, no doubt the universe is unfolding as it should. Therefore, be at peace with God, whatever you conceive him to be, and whatever your labors and aspirations in the noisy confusion of life, keep peace in your soul. With all its sham, drudgery, and broken dreams, it is still a beautiful world. Be cheerful, strive to be happy. And my favorite part is the world is unfolding exactly as it should. And mine is every little thing that happens in my life, it's right on time. But anyways, I'm gonna go because I need to take this shower. There's a few different things in here that I saw that I could have spoke on, but I didn't want to interrupt the poem. And yeah. So anyways, great thinking. You guys use your mind. Be cerebral, cerebrate all the time. You know, there's no such thing as thinking too much. Love yourself. I'm out.